Welcome to How Do They Afford That's Budget Battle, where we go head-to-head with money tips. I'm Michael Thompson, and hello, Canna Campbell.
Good morning. Can we just do a bit of housekeeping before sorry to interrupt you.
Oh yeah, go on.
Are you keeping tab of who's winning here? That is the score of me absolutely whooping your backside?
No, Canna, I'm not keeping score. I will.
Is that because you're a sore loser?
Yes. Straight up, it is. I will start scoring the day that I start winning.
I think for our listeners, they want to know the score so they can keep informed. And they can also maybe decide the punishment for the loser.
What is this? This is not. Remember the TV show Gladiators? Like that. It feels like that, where we had Mike Whitney with the whistle. Do you remember this? Don't you? And Sean Aylmer is waiting in the wings. I'm sure he's just kind of bursting to get in on the conversation about Gladiators, the TV show. Sean Aylmer is my fear and greed colleague. He's our judge this week to decide the best savings hack between the two of us. Hello, Sean.
Hello, Michael. Canna, I can kind of answer your questions because I'm an occasional judge. Yeah, I've probably done 10 weeks worth or something like that. And it works at about 2 to 1. 2 to Canna, 1 to Michael. That's in my judging criteria. That's kind of where it's come down. Now, I don't want you to get too cocky though, Canna. So you're going to have to be really, really good today.
I am a little bit scared.
Especially when you consider that my tips each week come from listeners and I am competing on behalf of listeners, whereas Canna, you are using your database, your tip database to put forward kind of ideas and things. Yeah.
Hang on. These are things that I find myself and quite often apply in my own life. So don't try and undermine me.
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm speaking on behalf of listeners. So therefore I'm the good guy here. What's your tip today, Canna? Have you got a good one for us, or are you just all talk?
All right, so this particular budgeting hack is for people who are under serious financial stress and may have on their list of concerns racked up some serious penalty notes and possibly some court fines. Now, what this is it's called a working development order. And I believe it's available in all states with the exception of South Australia. But what it's designed to do is reduce your fines by up to $1,000 a month by doing voluntary work, taking a course, or receiving counselling or, in some circumstances, medical treatment. But this, for people who have sort of got themselves into a tricky, sticky situation that involves penalty notices, this is a way of actually allowing them to help get back on top again.
Wow.
Good luck, Michael.
Well, it's a great idea. I'd never heard of that program before. My tip comes from a listener by the name of Ivan. Thank you in advance, Ivan, for this tip because it's a great one. He says, I have a battle tip for you. I love that they're actually kind of coming in now already framed as part of the battle. I have a battle tip for you. It's not really for saving day to day, but bigger picture, which actually works for me because I'm a big picture kind of guy here. Anyway, Ivan says, for many years, I've had a prepaid credit card and I use that for any shopping that I do online. I think of it as a moat. If my details are stolen, if my information is hacked or accessed, I might lose a few $100s that is prepaid. However, it is completely separate. It is completely quarantined from my normal accounts. There is one example that he gives. He says the Australia Post one costs about $8 and it is good for 2 years. It can save both money and stress. It gives you peace of mind and you still have access to everything that you need to do online using money without any of the security risk to the rest of your accounts. That's it. That's what Ivan said. And I don't even need to add any kind of color to it because I think that's good enough on its own. Sean, do you agree?
So, Michael, just a little more detail on that. The idea is that you have a separate prepaid credit card that you hold to the side in fear of it being stolen, details being stolen?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if your credit card is linked to all of your other accounts, then maybe, as Ivan says, there's probably a little bit of paranoia there that security risk is like a contagion and could spread.
Michael, I'm trying to give it to you. I really am trying to give it to you today.
Well, you're not giving it to me, you're giving it to Ivan.
I'm trying to give it to you, Ivan, but I think Canna's some people, through no fault of their own, just end up in situations. I think that those sorts of schemes to help people that need it most, I like that more than like the sort of just in case credit card. So, Canna, you win today.
Oh, thank you, Sean. I couldn't agree more with your commentary afterwards. That's what I have to say.
Of course you would. No, I'm sorry, Ivan. I feel like I've let you down, but you know what?
I have to say, again, write down the date. I actually am impressed with Ivan's hack. I think it is very responsible.
Yeah. So I'm going to give myself a consolation point.
Should I change my decision? No,
please don't. Decision's been made. Let's stick to it and move on.
It is locked in, but I do get kind of a bonus point for just being a good guy and representing Ivan. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you both.
And thank you, Canna.
Thank you.
That was the budget battle from How Do They Afford That? A bonus episode out each week. Send your own savings tips in. Be like Ivan. I put the links in the show notes so that you can send them directly to me, and I promise to do a better job with yours than I did with Ivan's. I'm sorry once again, Ivan. It might be yours in the battle next week.